South Orange County is an amazing spot with so many cool cities. So if you're considering moving to the area, how are you going to choose which city you end up? On today's video, I'm going to discuss the similarities and the differences between Dana Point and San Clemente. Stay tuned. I'm Ryan Schramm, broker and owner of Ryan Schramm Real Estate here in San Clemente. Be sure and subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon so that you can get alerted when I drop new videos. Okay, so San Clemente or Dana Point? You really can't go wrong. It's personal preference, but let's take a look at what makes them kind of the same and very different at the same time. Number one, population size. So the census data from 2019 has San Clemente ringing in at about 65,000 people, while Dana Point has only 34,000 people. So about half for Dana Point versus San Clemente. So that might sound like a super huge number, but here's why it doesn't really feel that way when you're actually here. San Clemente is a much larger city, totaling just around 19 square miles, while Dana Point is a fraction of that size. Dana Point's total mileage, if you will, is 6.5 miles, because a lot of Dana Point is actually comprised of the ocean. So what ends up happening here, if you look at those numbers, is Dana Point is actually a little more densely populated as a head count to square mile ratio than San Clemente. But I will tell you, neither San Clemente nor Dana Point feels like a Huntington Beach or Newport. It doesn't feel as congested in either city by any means. Number two, location. So San Clemente and Dana Point are neighbors, but they don't feel exactly the same as one another. Additionally, San Clemente is actually the furthest south Orange County city before you get to San Diego County. So on the south side of San Clemente, you've got Camp Pendleton, which is a huge military base, but it's actually just, beautiful rolling hills. On the back side of San Clemente, there's old ranch and preserve land. So those are kind of more open space and rolling hills. And then out to the west, you've got ocean. And then just to the north, there's a spot where San Clemente actually touches San Juan Capistrano and Dana Point. As for Dana Point's kind of sandwiched in between San Clemente, San Juan Capistrano, Laguna Niguel, and Laguna Beach. So it does not feel like it has as much open space as San Clemente. Number three, housing prices. Dana Point and San Clemente real estate markets look very much the same right now in terms of homes are flying off the shelf, there's multiple offers, and there's not a lot of inventory. But how do the actual prices compare? So according to the MLS, the median housing price in San Clemente is right around $1.4 million. If you use the same data presets for Dana Point, that median home price looks like $1.755 million. So about a $355,000 for apples to apples houses. So now if we take a look at condos versus single families, we're going to see that in San Clemente, the average condo price is right around $805,000, while the average Dana Point condo is very close at $820,000. Now in both cities, this is a similarity. You can expect to find on most properties, whether that be a condo or a single family house, you can expect to find an HOA. So definitely prepare for that if you're coming to the area. I know that when I started here, I had done some work in LA County, and the HOA is certainly not as common in an LA County or a San Diego County as it is in Orange County. Number four, jobs. So this is fun. We did a quick search on Indeed to see just how many job postings there were in San Clemente, and there was about 900 job postings for employment opportunity in San Clemente. We did that same search for Dana Point City, and we found only 400 postings. So if you're going to be moving to the area and you need a job, if you're not already employed or moving with that employer, that's something you're definitely going to want to know. Check out and hop on some of the job posting sites and take a look at the difference. I do recognize too that a lot of people aren't necessarily looking for work in either of those respective cities. So it might behoove somebody to look in like a more centralized, larger hub, such as Irvine or even Carlsbad in San Diego County. Number five, schools. Of course, if you're bringing your family and looking to put your kids in school here, you're going to want to know about, how do the test scores, how do the schools rank, And some websites that I'm going to offer to you, these are websites that have worked really well for my clients who have wanted to kind of dig in and check out the school reviews. Check out niche.com or greatschools.org, and you can get a really good feel for how the schools are in either San Clemente or Dana Point. So both San Clemente and Dana Point schools are part of the same school district, which is Capistrano Unified School District. And the district ranks 48th in all of California out of a total of almost 440 schools. So it's in the top 10% roughly. As far as athletics, the Capistrano Unified School District ranks 8th out of 440 other districts in that same athletic district, according to niche.com. Number 6, things to do. Both cities have great amenities and a ton of outdoor and indoor and shopping and eating opportunities. I think one major difference is San Clemente is going to have exponentially more surf spots than Dana Point. San Clemente also has a pier. San Clemente does not, however, have a harbor, which Dana Point is really, really well known for the Dana Point Harbor. We're filming this video in December and the whole harbor's lit up right now. It's a huge attraction. We actually did the boat parade on my boat. It's a really cool spot. So I would say that Dana Point or San Clemente, they don't have anything over each other. It's just very much different, and it's important if you're thinking about either one of those cities, spend some time there. Figure out which lifestyle you like, which one resonates with you. And if you need some assistance in kind of figuring that out, or you want to hop in the car with me and kind of just take a drive, let me know. Drop me a comment or shoot me a text and I'll link up with you. Thanks so much and talk to you soon.